And more breaking news at this hour. The federal government is on the brink of a shutdown. Congress is at a critical crossroads over how to fund the government, and the deadline is midnight tomorrow. A plan to keep it funded temporarily fell through today, making a shutdown inevitable at this point. Hannah Brandt joins us now live in Capitol Hill with a check of where things stand. Hannah?
Yeah, Brian, lawmakers right now are really scrambling for a solution. At this point, House Republicans are trying to convince their members to vote for a short-term funding bill. But even if they're able to do that, it likely won't be enough to avoid a shutdown.
I don't want a government shutdown.
Lawmakers are making last-ditch moves to try to keep things running as the nation hurdles towards a shutdown.
Enough of the nonsense.
Democrats blame House Republicans, who haven't found consensus even within their own party.
House Democrats, Senate Republicans, Senate Democrats, the Biden administration, we're all aligned. The extreme MAGA Republicans are the only ones who are on an island right now, and they can't even get their act together amongst themselves.
On Friday, Speaker McCarthy tried to pass a short-term funding bill that includes steep spending cuts and boosts border security.
We stand up on this side of the aisle for sanity and a secure border.
But hard-right Republicans tanked that bill.
Not passed.
Leaders could bring it up for a vote again, but even if the House passes it, it's likely dead on arrival in the Democrat-controlled Senate.
This isn't a game, but unfortunately, the far right want to hold the rest of us hostage for some crazy ideas that they have that are really going to harm this country.
Senators are working on their own stopgap budget bill that keeps current funding levels and gives $6 billion to Ukraine and $6 billion to U.S. disaster relief.
That is the only serious solution here.
But many House Republicans oppose that bill, leaving it all but certain that the government will shut down Sunday, cutting off paychecks for millions of troops and other federal workers and disrupting government services.
It's a disgrace.
Speaker McCarthy could try to work with Democrats to pass a short-term funding bill, but that would be a risk to his own leadership because several Republicans say if he does do that, then they'll vote to remove him from his speakership. Brian, back to you.
Yeah, Hannah, North Carolina Congressman Dan Bishop is one of those hardliners holding things up. And even if the House and Senate, they can agree to pass one of the short-term funding bills, there's still more fighting ahead. Can you explain why?
Yeah, absolutely. So these short-term bills are only meant to give lawmakers more time to negotiate on the full annual spending bill that they have to pass every year. So if this is any indication, that negotiation is going to be really tough, and it's going to be hard for them to find a middle ground to pass the larger spending package that they need to.
All right, Hannah Brandt live in Washington, staying on top of things for us this afternoon.